Hey folks, it's Charlie here from Charlie in the Rain. You know I love Aussie musicians, from whether they're like the local kid in the garage just picking up an instrument for the first time, or they've made it overseas and they're like a massive big shot name that we are all absolutely obsessed with over here. The person I'm chatting to today has done a bit of both and is now living that rock star life in a way. I am so excited that he's back in Australia right now. We've got so much to chat about today. I'm joined here today by Jack Gray. How are you doing?
Yo, what's going on? I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. This is so fun.
Thank you
It's
so
very
much for
windy
making
and
the time to
cold.
chat. Yes, we picked the lovely Brisbane freezing cold weather to chat to you today. So please keep any comments about our stylish hairdos to yourselves.
Yes, that's it.
But as I said, we have so many exciting things to talk about today. I want to wind us back about a month.
Let's go back a
Because
month.
You've just announced 1 month ago your debut album is coming out in September this year. It's like, this is so exciting, but also there's a lot of people being like, we've finally gotten here.
It's been a long road, yeah.
It's called Swimming in Jeans. I am
Yeah.
obsessed with this and slightly terrified by the premise. But this album, you're kind of like immortalizing your youth in these songs. It's so fun. Can you tell us a bit about Swimming in Jeans?
Totally. That's very sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. I wrote this over the past couple of years, and I wrote and produced it predominantly in my living room, either in LA or in my parents' living room on the Sunshine Coast. And yeah, it's just kind of about things I've been through or seen over the last few years. A lot of relationship stuff, falling in love, falling out of love, all the stickiness that comes with that. Growing up and realizing things aren't always what you think they're gonna be when they come to fruition, and there's touches on a lot of those subjects. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. It's my debut album, and like you said, it's a long time coming. I think people who have been following me for a while now have been asking and waiting for a long time, and I'm sorry about that. But we're better late than never, right?
Absolutely. And everything happens for a reason, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's coming out at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
You have been teasing this, though, for a little while now with some absolutely insane singles. Like, I'm already hooked. If I ignore everything else you've done that got me hooked beforehand, these singles are insane.
You're so very sweet. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. There is one single that you released, I think it was maybe your third or fourth last single, that I would love to talk about super quickly.
Totally.
Drive Her Home. A lot of your fans are really just like, they come back to this single, they're like, this is my most favorite of the album so far. I can't wait to hear more just based on this single. Because in a lot of pop songs nowadays, it's just a love song, or it's just like kind of superficial in a way.
Yeah.
You're diving into themes of mental health. You're getting a bit vulnerable and a bit emotional with it. This track has spoken to a lot of your fans.
Yeah.
How do you feel seeing these songs that are a bit more emotional, a bit maybe out of your comfort zone, really resonating with your listeners?
Honestly, it's like so special to see that happening in real time. This one was really it was really heavy when writing this one. I wrote it with my partner, actually, and it kind of just fell out of us, and it's for anyone watching, it's about watching someone you love struggle with mental health and kind of not wanting to be alive anymore, and trying to convince them why they should keep living, and running out of ways to say that. So it's very heavy, and it's really special to see people connecting with it. I didn't really expect that. You don't really think about that when you're writing it. You're kind of it's just an outlet. And so to see that happen is really cool. It's very sad as well. But it's definitely one of those songs live that every time, like, those feelings just come up into my throat, and I can actually feel myself getting very emotional singing it, which I have a lot of songs that I love singing and they're super fun, but you don't have that same, emotion behind it. This one really does have that. So yeah, thank you. It's a special one.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I go to give a listen to your music, that one just like, it's like the text is illuminated or something. It calls out to me whenever I listen. It's just, you get trapped listening to it and you go, wow, I'm a different person at the end of the experience, which is such a magical thing to do through a song.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Yeah, and you mentioned the word live. We have a few opportunities to hear these songs live, but if fans are watching, you're lucky because tickets had just gone on sale for an Australian and New Zealand tour for your debut album. This is so exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about tour?
Absolutely. I have been harassed by by some fans over the past 2 years about a headline tour,
Yeah.
and I've been working very hard to make that happen. But obviously, in this day and age, it's actually quite hard to do.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive, and just to pull off, it takes a lot. It takes a village. So I'm lucky to have an amazing team behind me to have been able to help make this happen. But yeah, it's in September. I'm so excited for it. I think it'll be like the week before the album comes out. So it'll be the first place where everyone gets to hear the album in full and it's live. So that'll be very special. And I guess I'll throw a couple of oldies in there too, of course. But yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, and these fans have been begging, and you've really fed them. You're doing like full Australian tour. You're going to places like Perth that unfortunately don't get a lot of live music. You're going to New Zealand as well. Fans are like so excited for this. People have been snapping up tickets already. So get your tickets to hear Swimming in Jeans live because it is going to sell out, if I can say so myself.
You're very sweet, dude. You know what's so funny is we're going from from Auckland to Perth, and the shows are one night apart. So that's going to be interesting. I think so the first show of the tour is in Auckland. We'll probably finish 11 p.m. Get home to the hotel
Just
12.
Get on the plane.
4 a.m. to the airport. 6 a.m. flight. And hopefully the flight doesn't get delayed or cancelled because we have to be.
Don't even put that into
I
the
know.
universe.
I'm kind of stressed, but it's going to be great. We're going to get there, and it's going to be an amazing show.
Yeah, and then you can party even harder when you're in Australia.
Exactly.
In Perth at that show.
Yeah. So. No, I'm excited, and like you said before, Perth and places like Adelaide and even Auckland, like they can get left out quite a lot, and it is actually quite expensive to tour there. So, there's been a lot of times where it's been put to me like, oh, maybe we shouldn't, but I feel so bad, and I love those cities so much, and we've really pushed for it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And speaking of the specific tour dates you're doing, you're finishing the tour here in Brisbane, and I'm so excited for that. Thank you for thinking of us to save the best till last.
Exactly, and then we can have a massive party afterwards.
Nice.
And yes, no, for sure. Brizzy will be the hometown show. So,
Yes.
well, I'm actually from Mackay, but my family live in the sunny coast now. So I think on this tour, this is the closest to hometown show. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll claim it. I'll claim it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're speaking of Brisbane shows. You're back in Australia right now because you are opening for Freya Skye,
Oh my God,
starting
I
off
know.
in Brisbane. By the time this is out, the Brisbane show would have already happened. So
It was so much fun.
Sorry
You guys
if you
missed out.
missed
It was
but-
like so awesome, and you should have so much FOMO because it was amazing.
Yes, but I am so excited to see that you're on this tour because it sold out so quickly. Fans are so eager, which means people who are just fans of you didn't even have a chance to buy tickets. You're
I
going to be
know.
performing to so many people who might have not even heard of you before.
Yeah.
How are you feeling heading into this? No pressure.
No pressure at all. No, it's totally like I'm not even worried at all. It's gonna be great. Not stressed at all. No, I actually am a little nervous, but I get nervous before every show.
Yeah.
I get pretty anxious a lot, and especially about performing. Even though like I've done this my whole life, so you'd think I'd be used to it by now. But no matter how small or big the shows are, I get that same just full body feeling every time. Learning to deal with it, but it's worth it. Once you get through the first two songs, it's the best feeling. So yeah.
And I'd love to ask, as we said, you're practically already on the tour, kind of.
Yeah.
Do you have a certain thing you do when you're on tour, like a tour tradition or something you try to get done whilst you're on the road, or something you're looking to do on this Freya Skye tour?
Well, this is actually so random, but most tours, I love Korean barbecue for some reason. And so my team and I, we like to get Korean barbecue in every city, which is insane. And it could be a lot on the body. We did that the last few tours with like Jeremy Azaka and Daniel CV. We did It was a Jeremy Zucker tour, but it was also a Korean barbecue tour.
Real, actually.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be doing that on this run.
Come on.
You know,
You
it's
put it out there
taken a
now.
toll on maybe if a city or two we can squeeze it in, but I might chill out on that. I'll have to invent a new tradition on this one.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know. Do you keep track and do a ranking at the end?
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I love a good tour tradition. Oh my god.
Do you have any suggestions for me?
Oh my god. I'm trying to remember what it was now. I chatted with Ballpark Music once and they told me their tour tradition and I can't remember what it was, but it was one of those that was so cool that it's just like, I just want to do this as a normal person.
Totally. No, Ballpark. That's so cool that you chatted to them. They were my favorite band growing up. They were like
Yeah.
the pinnacle of music to me.
if
Still are.
you're-
They're amazing.
If
Yeah.
you're a young person in Queensland who likes music, Ballpark Music has played like a big influence in that journey.
Shout out Ballpark.
Shout out Ballpark. You're kind of behind us. Shout
Oh
out
my
Ballpark
god.
Music.
Ballpark. I didn't actually. It's literally right behind your head. I did not see that. And they were playing too before down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we're here at the Triffid today, by the way. Shout out the Triffid.
Shout out
We
Triffid.
love you.
We do. We sure do.
We're speaking of tour. Fans have bought tickets already for your headline tour. Fans that are heading along to the Freya Skye tour are jumping into your music for the first time, or they're going, heck yeah, this is my dream pairing. You have so many fans that care so much about you and your music.
Oh, I'm very lucky.
There are so many OGs. There are so many people who are like, I can't believe my tiny little Australian artist is kicking all these major milestones, doing all these crazy things overseas. Like, you just filmed a music video in Italy and it looks so cool.
Oh, you're very sweet.
You're our little global export. We are obsessed with what you're doing.
You're too sweet. Stop. No, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm very lucky to have the fans that I do, and to be able to travel doing the thing I love. I don't take it for granted. Yeah, it's really cool.
I'd love to ask, for those OG fans who have been around since day one, or they've been asking you for years to come to a show for them or to release that debut album and they're finally getting it, what are you hoping that they're going to take away from Swimming in Jeans? Or is there do you have a certain thing you're like, oh, this song's for the OG fans, or this song's going to shock the OG fans?
Well, I just hope that for me, my favorite bands and albums growing up, they just soundtracked my life. And I guess I hope that this record could be a bit of that for them. They could be sitting on a train and just want to put that album on, and it just, feels like they're in a movie. I feel like that's what all my favorite albums have done for me. Pine Grove is one of my favorite bands, and I don't know if you know who they are, but it's quite an obscure band, but they're so good, and their music for me throughout the years have been that for me. I put them on wherever I go, and it's real soundtrack music. So. But also, in the same way we were talking about earlier with Driver Home, I hope people can connect with some of the stories and make them feel heard or seen, or just not alone in whatever they're going through. I think that's the cool thing about music is it could be a subtle tap on the shoulder, a reminder that, you're not the only one that's going through this. And yeah, that can help, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I love when you have those albums, those songs that soundtrack certain points in your life. In 5-10 years, you'll listen to it and you'll be like, oh my God, that's where I was. That's who I was at that time. Yeah.
Nostalgia is actually one of my favorite feelings.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, having that with the record's always fun.
Is there a certain track that you're most excited for fans to hear? Or is there a certain part of a song, a certain bridge or chorus or instrumental break that you're that's the one thing you're waiting on the public reaction to?
I have a few favorites. There's a song called "In the Picture," which I just love as a song. I think that's a personal favorite. But also, as far as sections go, there's an intro track to the record, and I played it live before, but there's kind of a big build up to a big epic explosion kind of thing, and that's one of my favorite parts of the record. Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait for everyone to give a listen and to actually see those reactions to that.
Yeah.
But we're talking about fans. In every fan base, there's always a leader. There's always the most dedicated fan. You are so lucky because your most dedicated fan is your mum.
Oh my God. Yeah, she is, dude.
Obsessed with this.
She sure is. She's the number one fan. I'm the number one fan of her too, so.
As it should be.
Mutual, yeah.
How does it feel to have such a community around you, supporting everything you're doing and supporting your music with their whole heart, because it's such a special thing to see.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's easy to take that stuff for granted for sure. So lucky. I couldn't do it without my family, my sisters and my parents, and then all the day ones that have helped me along the way in just in every way possible, in every way that they could. You know, it takes a village to do this whole music journey, and I'm so lucky to have everyone in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It's all just like, it's such a sentimental thing to think back and be like, wow, so many people really are like, ride or die sounds like a really like detrimental way to put it. But
It
like,
is
so
what they
many
are.
people are just obsessed with what you're doing, and they're just like, we're getting the tickets to the tour, we're pre-ordering, you can get CDs and cassettes and vinyls. I'm obsessed with the cassette, by the way.
Oh,
I'm
we
like,
love
I
a good
need that in
cassette.
my
I
collection.
actually don't even have one. I low-key want one. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mom, can you buy me one?
And buy me a cassette player too while you're at it.
Yeah, actually, I have no way of playing it, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that there's so many ways we can have a physical copy of this album, because that's a big thing to me as well. It's like, I don't just want to listen on my phone. I want to hold it in my hand.
No, for real. It's like
Yeah.
the collectibles is such a cool thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Southeast Asia are massive on that, and they do it really well. So, we need to take a page out of their book.
Absolutely.
Make some more.
Start collecting your Aussie CDs, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Catch up with me.
That's it.
um, Speaking of these physical copies of the album, I'd love to ask, how can your fans best fully like immerse themselves in the world of swimming in jeans? What's the best way to get in there?
Go into a pool in double denim. Just get a denim
Whilst
jacket.
the album's playing, and get through the whole album.
And just listen to the whole album, treading water in jeans. That's the best way to listen to it.
This is not medical advice, by the way.
Yeah. No, definitely don't try that at home. Maybe, I don't know, just headphones, walking around
Yeah.
on a train, on a bus, in a car with the windows down on a highway at night at sunset.
Oh, yes, okay.
Some great ways to listen to the record right there.
Just have it like turned up all the way you can.
As loud as
fully-
possible. Yeah. But just don't hurt your eardrums, because you need those. But nice and loud.
Yes, absolutely. Talking about songs you want to play nice and loud, I'd love to ask you, is there any Aussie tracks you've had on repeat lately, or any Aussie artists you have been listening to in the car turned all the way up?
Yeah, there's actually two artists right now that I'm obsessed with. Blake Rose. I don't know if you know Blake Rose.
I think I've heard the name before, yeah.
He lives in Los Angeles now as well, but he is just incredible. His voice is actually insane, and his production and songwriting are crazy too. He's amazing. So check Blake Rose out for sure. His new song "That's My Girl" has so much swag.
Okay.
And then another artist, Chris Lanzon, who I've been friends with for a long time.
Yeah.
He is a beautiful human being, but I think he's put out one of my favorite records, like ever, recently, which you have to go check out. And like, there's a few songs on there that stand out to me. Carrots and she is chef's kiss. But that album for me, like, it reminds me of. Do you know who Ryan Beatty is, or Beatty? I don't know how to say his last name. He's American.
I think.
He put out, yeah. He put out this incredible album, which is I don't know how like big it was commercially, but it was very well respected in like the producer songwriter community, and it just has so many of those elements in it. It's live, and it feels so real and raw, and the songwriting is just incredible. So, two fantastic artists you should check out, both Australian.
I'm so excited to dive into those. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have a fan question for you now.
Yes.
One of my friends is a massive fan of yours. I've seen is just like buying tickets left, right, and center to your upcoming tour. So I asked if she had a question for you. This question is from Jess. Do you have a favorite lyric on Swimming in Jeans that you'd like to share with us?
Favorite lyric? Well, thank you, Jess. You're the sweetest. Let's think.
It's a very on-the-spot question.
It's a very on-the-spot question. Look, I'm not gonna. There's probably a better one, and I'm just blanking right now. But in the intro track, there's a lyric: "When you get what you want, is it already gone?" And I think about that a lot as I reach these like small milestones in my career. things that like if I were to have reached or like obtained these things 5 years ago, in my brain I would have been like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then by the time you get there, you're a completely different person, and it doesn't satisfy you or fulfill you in the way you thought it would. And so yeah, the first track is one of my favorite conceptually, and that's one of my favorite lyrics from it.
Yeah, that's such like an introspective thing as well, where it's like this album is really you growing up. It's like
Yeah.
getting to those mature points of reflection, being like, yeah, like I am a different person to who I
Yeah.
was when I first thought of this debut album.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite lyric, I think. I mean, there's probably more, I'm not sure, but yeah.
No, I love that. Okay, and I have some super fun questions I'd love to ask you. They actually may be big questions, or they may be just like questions you already know the answer off by heart.
Let's go.
I first discovered you when you were playing with Tate McRae. That was like the
Hell
big
yeah.
point where I'm like, okay, who's this Aussie? Like, love Tate McRae, who's this Aussie? And that's when I got into your music. You have had the most insane like run of support slots for like major artists probably ever. Like seeing all these artists that you play with, I'm just like, how can one person do it all? You've got Freya Skye now. You had Daniel Stevie last year, which was massive. Maren Morris, oh my god.
Yeah.
All of these artists, the list just goes on and on. But I would love to ask if you could like open for any artist in the world, who would it be?
You know what? I think this person wouldn't know it, but I came pretty close to opening for them, and it didn't happen, which is probably a good thing because I would have just freaked out and like it would have been awful. But Dominic Fike,
That would be so cool.
I am a massive Dominic Fike fan, and he came and played a run recently. I think he was like River Stage and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I worked at that.
did you?
Yeah, the show was amazing.
Dude. Yeah, I think I who knows, but I got pretty close to booking that one, and that I don't know if I would have been able to handle that, to be honest. So maybe
That's
everything
fair.
happens for a reason.
Yes.
I did actually meet him once in New York at a bar.
Did you keep your cool, or were you like?
I
completely
did.
freaking
I did.
out?
I really kept it cool. Yeah, we're in the smokers area, and he was holding a cigarette, and I just had a lighter on me, and I was with Maya.
Yeah.
I was with Maya, and we're just like kind of geeking out because we're both massive fans. We're like, oh my god, he's right there. What do we do? And he was kind of just holding it, looking around. I was like, do you need a lighter, dude? And then as soon as I said, I was like, fuck, why did I say that? Oh my god. And then he was like, yeah, bro, that'd be awesome. And then he comes over and he's got this big like leather trench coat on. And this was like before Euphoria had come out.
Yeah.
And so we're just chatting, and I was wearing this turtleneck. I don't know why. It was cold, but I was wearing this like really thick turtleneck. And he's like, dude, I wish my friends wore turtlenecks, man. Like, I need some more friends that wear turtlenecks.
And you're like, I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm right here, dude. But I was like, what have you been up to, man? He's like, oh, I've just been doing some acting shit, dude. I was like, sick. But yeah, anyways, that was a crazy story. But yes, he would be pretty cool to open for. The 1975 would be awesome too.
Yeah. That's the bucket list thing, though. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of competition there.
Yeah, there sure is. Who else? I don't know. Taylor Swift. I mean,
Naturally.
fan of her, of course, but that would be some pretty big shows, which would be
yeah.
cool.
But she does have a history for liking the Aussies on her tour. Like, she had
Yeah.
Vance Joy open for her, which is
Did
still
she?
something. Yeah,
Didn't know
a
that.
little while ago. I think
Yeah.
it was like her 1989
Right.
era, because he did a cover of one of her songs and she did a cover of Riptide. So, like, Taylor, we know you like playing with
Yeah.
the Aussie artists.
And
Got the
also,
next one here.
Taylor, we're also cousins, by the way. Actually, true
Legitimately?
though. No, well, I mean, we're like distant cousins. My grandmother is cousins with Sue Swift, who's like her auntie or something.
Heck yeah, cash it in.
So
Cash it in.
if you're, what's up, Sue Swift, and
Send
what's
through
up,
the
Taylor?
wedding invite, please.
Yeah.
Plus one wouldn't
Just saying.
hurt, I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm going to be manifesting those for you because
Thank
you're
you.
like unstoppable, really. To put no pressure on you. You have been achieving such amazing things lately. So I believe in manifestation. I believe you can get there.
Thank you. It's all, I got to give all that credit to the team, my agents and my management and the label. Like they're all amazing and doing such a great job. So I'm very lucky. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And I have one final question for you, which
What you got?
is more a little question to satisfy the itch in my brain. I like to consider myself a massive side quester.
Side
I'm
quester.
like, whenever I'm going through life, I don't need to do that, but it would be so cool to say I've done that.
Totally.
So I'm always side questing. You're someone who has quite a few musical side quests. You're writing and producing, you're doing stuff for film scores, K-pop groups. Can you tell us a little bit about your side questing endeavors?
Oh, dude, I've got a few side questing endeavors. Yeah, film scoring's been really fun. Obviously, I live in LA, and it's where it all happens. And all of my friends are filmmakers, and my partner's a filmmaker, and so I've got a lot of ins there. And yeah, that's a massive goal of mine, is to score like a massive feature film one day, like like a Dune Part 5.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm scoring that one. But yeah, what are the other? Just writing and producing is my favorite part of the job. So I definitely look forward to, just developing other projects and artists, and just making albums every day. I feel like that's the most fulfilling part of the process for me. So I look forward to that stage of life. Other side quests, though, I love basketball. I'm going to be in the NBA one day.
You are definitely tall enough for it. There is a reason we're sitting down for this interview, because I'm very short.
You're not very short. No, someone's just got to put a clamp on me. Rule is tall. He's a lot taller than I am.
I'm seeing him on Monday night, and last time I saw him in person, I'm like,
yeah. No, he's I don't know what he's drinking, but
it's crazy.
Something in the water.
It's the Aussie boys making pop music, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to add some inches to your height, just start making pop music. Worked for me and Rule.
Yeah. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love your side quests. I love what you're doing with this album, and I can't wait to listen. But I will be telling you, I am not swimming in these jeans.
Do not do it. I can't recommend. It's not fun. So hey, I support you on that decision.
Next album, please name it something
Swimming in board
less
shorts.
Intolerable. We can do that.
Swimming in bikinis. Yeah.
Does that mean you have to wear the bikini though?
I'll be in bikini. You'll be in board shorts.
Let's do it.
And a t-shirt. Yeah,
Let's do it. Okay.
Done.
I'll call you up when the next album
Please,
comes out.
please. You do not want to see me in a bikini. No one does. Trust me.
And now you put that out on the internet forever.
Yeah. So. Just did myself dirty there, I guess.
No, but I can't wait for this album. Thank you so much for telling us all about it, and I can't wait to catch you on tour in September.
Thank you so much for having me. This was really fun. Cheers.
Yeah.